Yo guys, what is up? Website another YouTube video more, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the long-awaited Daredevil Born Again Marvel Legends figure that everybody has been finding early at their Targets for some reason. And if you haven't seen the short that I posted the other day, basically me ranting on about how the box that it was delivered in got wet and there's no protection in there to keep this box from getting wet because it was raining that day that it came on. Just my fucking luck. But I did do a short on that, and I am a little bit mad that people got this before me, even though I pre-ordered it. Kind of salty, not gonna lie, but I mean, it is what it is. But I just think it's stupid how people who didn't pre-order it already got theirs, and me who did pre-order it 7-8 months in advance just got theirs, and I'm not even getting my Punisher till next month. So yeah, just a little rant there. I think it's stupid, but yeah, here is the box. There is the bio. Pause now if you want to read it. But yeah, box packaging looks pretty cool. It's not new standard Marvel Legends packaging. But with that said, let's go and unbox this guy. Alright, and here is Marvel's Daredevil right out of the packaging. This guy looks great. I've played around with him for a couple of days now, so I've had some time to, cool down a little bit after what happened. If some of you guys saw that video or not, I'm not sure. Short that I posted, but yeah, this guy looks pretty great. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into the details. Starting off at the head sculpt, this is amazing. You can see that he has the beard growing on because it's not just a 5 o'clock shadow anymore. Like, Daredevil's pretty much got a full-on beard in the show now. So, yeah, that looks really great. You have the texture all over the helmet, the mask underneath, all these little details in there, and striations and stuff. And you get down to the costume. You have the black lines on the back, completely pinless. All the texture on the figure, the gauntlets right here, the gloves. Dang, no double D's, but we will get them next year in season 2, which hopefully we get a repaint of this figure in the black costume with the double D's. But yeah, you get the chest, which if you do move the ab upwards, you can still see it has the red in there, so that's nice. All the paint is pretty clean on the torso and everything. Like, nothing has been mispainted or anything. You have the black lines going down and around. You have his holster here for his billy clubs, so that's cool. The straps going around, and you get down to the boots, which are really cool. Everything is like pretty much show accurate. So yeah, the knee pads, the gauntlets, everything is perfect. You have more lines, all the over panification, I don't think that's a word, but it's a word now, that the MCU likes to do and tends to do with their figures. But honestly, he looks great. You even have the neck joints in there that's fully painted. Everything is painted on this guy. The butterfly joints in here are a separate piece as well, so that's cool. That's what they've been doing with the MCU figures recently, with like the likes of the Colossus that they did, and then also they did it with the Gamer vs. Wolverine as well. The belt in there, which is a separate piece, I think. Let's see, because the waist turns, which you guys know how I feel about that, but I think it is a separate piece. But yeah, not too much like crazy different paint features on this guy. It's all just red, black, and kind of, I want to say gunmetal gray, but it's more just gray. But yeah, and you do have the light red paint in there for the eyes. So yeah, everything is nicely painted. You have the horns on there, which are nice. Not going to break off, I don't think. I hope not. So yeah, everything looks great on this guy. And with that said, let's go and get into the articulation. Starting off at the head, he does have a ball jointed neck as well as a hinge and swivel. So he can, in total, look up this far. So pretty great if you ask me. And he can look down this far, which is amazing. You get some all the way around, and you get some very nice tilts in there. So you can get some great poses with this guy. The arms do go up way past 90, so great. All the way around, you do have bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows, and then hinge and swivel at the wrists. And then, of course, you do have the new butterfly joints, the more McFarlane style, import style butterfly joints that do move in there a little bit. They mainly just hide the gap in there, so you can move them a little bit forward, but you're not going to get like a crazy amount as what like a normal butterfly joint would do. But you do get some articulation in there, and I guess that's what matters, right? So you get a little bit in there, and then you do have the diaphragm joint and the waist joint that goes all the way around, but be careful with the belt. The diaphragm joint does go this far forward, which is not bad. You do get a crazy hunch there, which it is still painted, which is nice. And you do get some arc back, which is pretty good. And then moving into the legs, they do go about 90 degrees up. You have a pretty nice split, actually. Thigh swivel, double jointed, pinless knees, and then you don't have any boot rotation, but you do have ankles that go down this far, up this far, and then do have ankle pivot and rocker. Okay, and for Daredevil's accessories, he does come with an extra gripping hand for the baton. So you get 2 gripping hands, and then you do get an open hand, which we've already seen. And, of course, you get 1 fist. Hasbro, 1 fist? What the fuck, Hasbro? Come on. You do get his billy clubs, which look really, really nice. And they do attach in the holster like so. Oh, that's too far. Like so. And they're not gonna, like, fall out or pop out or anything like that. Like, they're gonna stay in. You do get a little wiggling in there, but they're not... Oh, well, maybe I stand corrected. Maybe they will fall out. Okay, well, now they're not falling out. I don't know what's going on. And then, of course, you do get this stupid-ass wire that's not bendy. It feels like some parts of it would be bendy, but it's not bendy. And one thing that I tried to do the other night when I first opened this guy is the billy clubs. They don't really attach to the wire. Like, I've tried clicking this in there. It does not want to go in. So I don't know if that's a defect with mine or other people's are like that, but even the other one as well, like it won't click in. I don't know why. So yeah, I don't know what that's about, but putting Daredevil with his billy clubs in hand, and they are kind of a more rubbery plastic, this guy looks great with them in hand. So yeah, I am digging that, but definitely should have came with a bendy wire and an extra fisted hand. And because like it's Daredevil, he's literally a boxer, so I don't know what that was about and why they didn't include that. But you can get this guy in some great poses with the head tilt as well. So yeah, yeah, he's great. He is awesome. That is a top tier pose right there. Alright, first up for some comparisons, here we have him with some Netflix Daredevil series characters. We have the Charlie Cox No Way Home Matt Murdock figure here, which I think fits great with this Daredevil. Like, I could totally see him suiting up into this guy. And then here we have the Hawkeye television series Kingpin, which I still think he is way undersized. Like, these don't look so great together. But either way, it is going to be cool to have a Daredevil with the Kingpin on the shelf. So that is cool nonetheless. But yeah, overall, these two look great together. These two, not much. Here is Daredevil with a couple of MCU Spider-Men. We have the No Way Home Final Swing suit and then the No Way Home integrated suit. I think these two look great together. Please, please, Sony and Marvel, put Daredevil in Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's all I am asking for. Since I don't have the new MCU Punisher yet, here he is with the Comic War Journal 2-pack Punisher and then the VHS animated series Daredevil, which is still one of my favorite Marvel Legends in my entire collection. Here he is with Foggy. And then here is Daredevil with some other MCU characters here on my MCU shelf. And then last but not least, here is Daredevil with the MCU Daredevil life-size helmet and billy clubs. Okay, so what are my final thoughts on this Marvel Legends Daredevil Born Again MCU Daredevil? This guy is great. He is an amazing figure. Now after cooled down from him being here so late and, you know, the box being wet and everything. Go watch that short, by the way. This guy is great. He does come with some minimal accessories, though. I would have liked some better ones. Like, he only comes with 1 fist and 1 open hand. And this stupid thing is horrible. It doesn't even click to the billy clubs. Should have been bendy wire as well. So this sucks. But this Daredevil figure is great. He pairs up very nicely with the previously released Matt Murdock, and then also with like Moon Knight and Spider-Man up there. So yeah, he is a great figure, and I would definitely recommend him. And I can't even wait to see what he looks like paired up next to the Marvel Punisher from Born Again. So yeah, let me know if I should review that one as well, because I do have it on pre-order. Stupid that it hasn't come yet, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Overall, I'm gonna give Daredevil here a 9 out of 10. He's a great figure. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube rigmarole, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.